I'm so glad you guys get to meet Courtney as well.
Yeah.
We've been friends since college, just so you know.
Yeah, it's really an honor to be here and to be chatting about our book. Oh, sorry. This makes me nervous.
I can hold it for you also.
The demon Duchess in high heels strikes again. Meghan's showing her true nature. She cannot uplift other women.
All of these people that are around her, and not one person is acknowledging her, talking with her, looking in her direction. She is just standing there alone, drinking wine.
Breaking today, Meghan Markle has lost her 10th spin chief in just 5 years, as a Netflix staffer who she made a big deal about hiring has resigned after just 3 months because things were, surprise, pretty horrible. But Meghan hopes that we're going to ignore this story. We're not, by the way, because she's flooding the zone for Meghan 3.1. Look at this brand new Instagram story promising some type of big new as ever announcement, even though we know that this business is completely failing. And then she has decided to go public with her friend at the bookshop. This is Courtney Adamo. What's interesting, though, as Meghan Markle pointed out, Oprah wanted nothing to do with Meghan. They managed to book their events on different days. And once again, despite this woman apparently being her best mate, her BFF for many years, Meghan was able to show her controlling true colours. Watch.
You guys get to meet Courtney as well.
Yeah.
We've been friends since college, just so you know.
Yeah, it's really an honor to be here and to be chatting about our book. Oh, sorry. This makes me nervous.
I can hold it for you also.
And this was meant to be an event to promote Meghan Markle's BFF's book. But of course, Meghan Markle made it all about her, revealing intimate details of life at home with her children, which includes, by the way, starting each day with music and candles and the fact that she has a healing blanket. Good Lord. I really do feel sorry for those prisoners. Sorry, I mean children. But let's look a little bit more at the interaction on stage, the very awkward interaction on stage between Meghan and, I would say, a terrified Courtney.
I remember seeing it on Instagram and going, is that Courtney? And they're in a minivan somewhere in South
Camper van,
America.
yeah.
Like but it's amazing when you can find what you're able to create in a small space, when a lot of us, especially here, have a lot of, I grew up in a small duplex. We all have a lot more opportunity, space, privilege, or you have a lot of open space as you did growing up on this farm. But when you have a limited amount of space, what are the practical tools that she's been able to implement for her family and for her kids to feel connected? When I think so much of what we're really speaking to ultimately is, how do we open our doors, our hearts, and our homes, both for our own families and when we have guests, especially as the holiday season is approaching? What are those tips and those elements that you can translate from a small apartment as a single woman to a couple that's dating?
Oh, zip it, Meghan. Seriously, just zip it. We've heard it all before. But again, why it matters is because she showed her true colours, didn't she, in that microphone moment where she was correcting how her friend used the mic. And as according to Taz, royal YouTube sensation, wrote, they were in a bookstore. I'm certain that the lady was being heard with no issues, but Meghan doing that is to make herself the centre of attention. And I am delighted to say that Tash joins me now. Tash, my God, it's all about control, isn't it? It's all about power. And I actually think, yet again, Meghan was able to show her true colours here. This was an event that should have been about her friend, but indeed she's not only really enforced the control, you're doing that wrong, but she's turned it all into talking all about Archie and Lily, who are apparently these people who she wants to have privacy, but she's going to talk every little detail about what they say to her, about how they talk. It's just gross. But what did you make of that moment with the microphone, Tash?
And that moment right there, when Meghan grabbed the mic from her friend, told us everything we needed to know. Control, ego, the spotlight. she can't help herself. What was supposed to be a sweet event to support her best friend's book turned into another performance, the Meghan Show. Instead of letting her friend speak, she corrected her, interrupted her, and made sure every camera in the room focused back on her. Even royal commentators said it was awkward to watch. Her friend looked nervous, even embarrassed. And Meghan? Calm, polished, almost rehearsed. It wasn't about friendship or support, it was about control. And here's what's wild. This isn't the first time we've seen this behavior. Everywhere she goes, the same pattern repeats, the same headlines, the same tension. Staff leave, friends distance themselves. And somehow every story ends with Meghan at the center of the storm. Her latest PR disaster? Another aide gone. That's right, Meghan Markle has just lost her 10th communications chief in only 5 years. 10 PR professionals in 5 years? That's a record no Hollywood diva would want to break. This time it was Emily Robinson, a big hire from Netflix. Meghan personally pushed to bring her in. But just 3 months later, Robinson sets out. She didn't even add her time working for Meghan to her LinkedIn profile. Think about that, it's like she wants to erase the entire experience from her career history. And she sits not the only one. Former employees have described working for Meghan as traumatic, chaotic, and impossible to please. One insider even said that after months under her direction, they needed therapy. That says a lot. Meanwhile, Meghan's PR team is spinning this as a successful season of her brand with Love, Meghan. But let's be real, their set's no success story here. The podcast flopped. The Netflix projects fizzled. Spotify cut ties. RQL isn't thriving, it's barely surviving. Every time someone joins her team, they seem to leave faster than you can say Duchess. It sets the same pattern we saw during her time in the royal family. Staff quitting, assistants crying, and claims that she couldn't handle criticism. She blamed the palace back then. Now she can't blame them anymore. So what's the common denominator? You guessed it. And while Meghan's world in California keeps falling apart, another storm is brewing back in Britain. Because at the very same time, the royal family is in full crisis mode again. This time, over Prince Andrew in the Royal Lodge? That's right. While Meghan struggles to hold on to her image, Prince Andrew is fighting to hold on to his home. Reports say the king wants Andrew out for good. Royal Lodge, a 30-room mansion near Windsor Castle, has become the latest battlefield inside the monarchy. Andrew believes King Charles wants it cleared for Queen Camilla once he passes. It's a sad irony, both brothers now battling over legacies neither can fully control. And it's clear Prince William has had enough of the chaos. Sources say he wants the entire Andrew situation settled before he becomes king. He's done with the embarrassment, the scandals, the headlines. For William, this is about protecting the future, not just of the crown, but of his own family's reputation. Back in the day, the Queen handled things quietly behind closed doors. Charles, on the other hand, is under pressure to act publicly. But his illness and limited energy make that nearly impossible. So the question is, who's really pulling the strings? Behind the scenes, all signs point to William. It sets almost poetic, isn't it? On one side of the ocean, Meghan Sitt's image is crumbling. A woman who once claimed to champion female empowerment now accused of silencing other women. And on the other side, the monarchy itself is trying to clean up the mess left by decades of royal scandal. 2 stories, different continents, same theme. Power, control, reputation. Everyone sets fighting to protect theirs. But let's be honest, no one comes out of this looking good. Meghan's brand is collapsing under its own contradictions. Andrew Sepp's public image is destroyed beyond repair. And King Charles, battling illness and exhaustion, is struggling to keep the monarchy afloat while his son steps in to take command. It's a royal crisis playing out in real time. A mix of tragedy, ego, and ambition that feels straight out of a Shakespeare play. As for Meghan, maybe she'll post another healing candle video or tell us about her rose and thorn ritual. But behind the perfect Instagram filters, the cracks are showing. Even her closest allies are stepping away. And every new resignation, every awkward moment, every leaked story just reinforces what her critics have said all along. That the Demon Duchess can't help being the center of attention, even when it sets, destroying her. In the end, whether it's a microphone or a monarchy, the same rule always applies. When you hold on too tight, everything eventually slips away. If this story made you see Meghan Markle in a different light, hit that like button. It really helps this channel reach more people who want the truth behind the headlines. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell because the royal drama is far from over and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Was Meghan just being supportive, or did she show her true colors again? I read every comment, and your take always matters here. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay bold, and as always, stay outspoken.